call TRA for a consultation.
But TRA they gave me a second chance, and I'm forever grateful.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-575-8924. 800-575-8924. That's 800-575-8924.
AM 560, The Answer.
Make you feel good about America. As bad as things are, it's not as bad as it is for our sissy cousin Canada. It's even worse in old Canada.
There have always been conflicts abroad, and rarely have we seen them spill into our streets the way that we have since this Liberal government has been in power. And
this person's name is Lanceman. And she's one of those girls who's convinced she's really a fella. So she dresses like a fella. She wears no makeup. Not that a beautician could help her. She needs a magician. And it goes to show you where this kind of philosophy governing, where it gets you in our sissy cousin Canada.
Now know from the Iranian community right across the country, from many others, that there are hundreds of IRGC agents presently on Canadian soil, using Canada as a safe haven to organize and to fundraise and to terrorize diaspora communities right here at home. We have seen now critics of the Iranian regime from out west, an investigation now being treated as a homicide, somebody who is critical of that regime. We see constantly, and particularly as an MP from a region who represents many in that community, on a weekly basis, those calls coming into our office informing MPs and at all levels of government, including authorities, that they are terrified of living within their own communities.
They're afraid to go on the street because the Islamo-Nazis have taken over entire neighborhoods in our sissy cousin called Canada. Mike, Yorkville.
Shaun, thank you for taking my call. I just want to first correct you. I think the best song you could have played was Young Frankenstein when he was singing Putting on the Ritz. He had Peter Boyle singing background in there. I think that would have been the best Biden.
I've had that song forever.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
And I used to play that when Fetterman, before he learned how to rethink, because he reminded me of Peter Boyle. But now, I'll never make fun of that son of a gun again. I love him. So, yeah, we've got a lot of songs here. But you've never heard My
Biden
Balls
now.
Are Stuck in My Zipper, 1952. How did it not make it on the top 10 charts? And that singer, forgive me, I think is absolutely fantastic.
I got my balls stuck in my zipper.
No auto-tune.
I got my balls stuck in my zipper. Why did this happen to me?
Greatest song ever written.
Crap!
That person wasn't related to Weird Al, were they?
No, but Squirrel said he might be Canadian, and that would really explain a lot. George, Naperville.
Yeah, Shaun, two quick things, if you'll allow me. You said you were interviewed today, and I'm sure that went national. Who were you wearing?
Oh, I was wearing, I don't know, let me see my underwear. They're not Calvin Klein. Ralph Lauren. I was wearing Ralph Lauren underwear.
And my other question is...
It may or may not be intact. What?
Now that the Supreme Leader of Iran, the new one, put us on notice, do we need to stock up on essentials like candles, toilet paper, whatever?
No. And in this country, he's not supreme. He's asshat. John, Lake Como, Wisconsin.
Hey, Shaun, I love the lady's comment about the auto pen dictator.
Yes, very
now.
smart.
But
we got the smartest people.
But the poor kid, he's like, no, please not me. I have a sister. Please not me. I don't know.
First of all, John,
it's like
they
a scene from Austin Powers or something.
Well, no, they motzed his entire family. Believe me, he was very depressed when he heard he would be next on the hit parade. But one thing is absolutely and totally certain, is that the Iranian government activated cells all around the world with this so-called first statement from a guy who can't make one, because he's got one leg in Iraq and he's on a machine where he can't talk or breathe. He's in a coma.
The lines, we're seeing some clarity on where Moshe Khamenei, the new supreme leader, wants to go in terms of the direction of the war. He said that all U.S. bases should immediately be closed in the region, and he says that those bases will be attacked, as we have been seeing over the past.
Well, then show me that he said it. Show me! I want to see his lips moving. Granted, he bears a striking resemblance to both his uncle and his sister, but I want to see his lips moving, the inbred moron that he is.
Now 13 days of this war. Remember Al-Udeid, the biggest base in the region by the U.S. military.
13 days in this war, and it's 6 times as safe as taking the red line in Shirakistan. Oh, and Willowbrook.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if Las Vegas heads on how long the Junior Ayatollah is going to be around.
We don't need Vegas. Are you nuts? We got us. You're talking to the former vice president, sometimes president of the Casa de Bat Social Club on 23rd and Lake Street in Melrose Park. I make the odds, Owen. Pay attention. I'll tell you, it's just and then you listen to the slander perpetrated on all of these, what are they even called, late night shows? Late night shows your ass. Stephen Colbert and his dog family, he's one of 10 kids, each one of them a Democrat lobbyist, suck-on, and sometimes candidate.
I imagine that as a war correspondent for many years, part of the job is to convey to those of us who aren't there the tragedy and the horror that is war, and that requires, to a certain level, not being desensitized to it yourself. And that must be harder at some times, especially when now violence is being so celebrated in odd ways by our own Pentagon press office. They recently put out a video where they used clips from Call of Duty to do sort of a triumphal celebration of the destruction of Iran.
No. Those were the gangster disciples celebrating over the Sinaloa cartels in Chicago, scumbag. We'll be back.
This is the Shaun Thompson Show on AM 560. The Answer.
Hi, I'm Ken Mariotti, owner of Woodland Windows and Doors, a third-generation family-owned business since 1969. We know you're bombarded by choices when shopping for new windows or doors, so we're inviting you to experience the Woodland difference. For decades, we have been transforming living spaces with Marvin Windows, a fifth-generation family business. Marvin replacement windows have been known to increase the warmth of your cold rooms by 10 degrees. Think about that, 10 degrees warmer. When you welcome Woodland into your home, you will get a product expert to transform your living spaces, full-time, dedicated professional installers that you can trust in your home, along with the best products like Marvin. These are the reasons we're proud of our 5-star reviews and family legacy. No gimmicks, no pressure, and upfront pricing are why Woodland Windows and Doors is your trusted window and door expert in Chicagoland. Visit woodlandwindows.com to book your free in-home expert consultation. That's woodlandwindows.com, or stop by our showroom at the corner of Lake and Geary in Roselle.
And now it's time for the Cat's Corner.
This is John Katzmatidis. Energy independence equals national security. America produces its own oil and gas. And don't forget, America has over 100 years worth of oil and gas, and it doesn't count the Arctic Ocean. We don't have to worry about foreign dictators turning off the spigot or shortchanging us. We'll be able to control our prices better. When President Trump was in office in 2017 to 2021, gasoline was $2